So I had these two random pieces. This was literally just a piece of trash. That's kind of one of my favorite mediums to work with. And this old candlestick that I had painted for Valentine's Day many, many years ago. But the first thing I'm going to do is cover this plastic container with these pieces of brown shopping bag. I've done this technique many, many times. I love how it turns out. You just take the pieces of shopping bag or tissue paper and you Mod Podge them on. I painted the candlestick white with white chalk paint, and I painted my plastic container white. And as you can see, after adding all that Mod Podge and texture and everything, it looks really nice. So what I realized I needed to do was find a good way to securely attach this plastic container inside that candlestick. And the only way I could come up with it was be to poke a hole in the bottom and just take an old piece of wire from a flower and push it down in there and glue it with my glue gun. I know it's a little weird, but that was the only way I figured it would be really secure. If I just glued it across the bottom, it wouldn't work out well. So that's what I'm doing right there, and I'm just going to let that glue dry. So now I have this all set. I've dropped some foam in the bottom, just some old packing foam. Now the really fun part starts, and I just went through my stash of florals, spring florals. I have this big stick, so I knew I could do something with it because it had a cool funky shape. You can see that bird's nest as well, and I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put everything. That's honestly the most fun part, is trying to figure out where you want to arrange things. And once you have the placement, and I'm sorry my camera angle's not great here, you guys, because you can't see exactly what I'm doing. Bear with me, I'm still working on my video production quality. But this is what I have here, is just putting the stick in to the foam, and you can see the foam starts to melt as soon as you put hot glue on it. Just be careful with it because it ends up getting really, really hot once it touches that foam. But I'm just going to start kind of plugging things in, and as I said, just different parts and making it look really pretty. So I have a piece of driftwood, I have this bird to go in the bird's nest, just a few other little pieces of floral, and adding in different leaves. This is where you could have a whole lot of fun, and it doesn't take a whole lot of floral pieces. You can just grab a few here and there, and if you buy floral bushes from even the dollar store, one bush, if you're just picking a few leaves off, will last you forever. This little piece of greenery that I'm putting on the side here also came from the Dollar Tree, and it's interesting because it has a bendy angle, so I'm trying to figure out how I can get it to stay. But I'm going to end up gluing it down right there because I like the idea of it kind of hanging off the edge. But once I had it hanging off the edge like that, I knew that I would have to cover it up to make it look really pretty. So I'm just adding, again, more glue to make it look, to secure it really well to that plastic piece. But this is just a fun way to use random pieces from your stash and from your recycling bin. As I said, working with stuff out of my recycling bin tends to be my favorite medium. So yeah, this is the piece. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Now go raid your recycling bin and make something pretty.